Welcome back, folks. I am Jon Najarian, and this is 3 at 3. Tuned in to hear what we're finding as far as this unusual option activity. And again, this is something that our team has found as far as blocks of calls being bought or blocks of puts, one being bullish, one being bearish, and we try to follow those, surf on it, if you will. Cruising right along in the same direction as the persons that put on those very big trades, even though we don't know their names. But I've got a couple examples, and we're going to get started right now. This is from this afternoon, and it is the year-to-date performance of the NASDAQ, up 13.4%, the S&P 500, which is up 7.5%, and the Dow, which is up 3%. Those numbers are published, as you can see, by Yahoo Finance here, and they were talking about Jamie Dimon's firm, JP Morgan, and them saying to their large clients that perhaps this is as good as it gets, to quote Jack Nicholson, that maybe this rally is the high of the year, and maybe we bleed off from here if indeed the earnings can't keep up with people's anticipation of a softer or more dovish Fed. We will have to see. We'll get a pretty good reading on that this week with some inflation numbers, but that's where we are right now. So I thought we would share that with you. There's my brother Pete at PETE Najarian, and I'm at Jon Najarian. Those are both our Twitter handles. You can see the TikTok for Official Market Rebellion as well. And now we're going to get started with the first 3 trades of this new week, starting February 13th, and it is CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines. This one hit early. Those times are in Eastern time. So what you're looking at there, folks, is basically 38 minutes into trade, we see very big trades going off in CCL. How big? 21,000 contracts at the Feb 12 strike. By the way, it's now up over 43,000 contracts. And as usual, I prefer to trade the at the monies, not the out of the monies. 12s are still out of the money. So I bought the at the money calls, not the out of the money 12s. Now, these have also traded, I think, 4,000 or 5,000 contracts, not nearly as much as the 12s, but we're positioned in the same direction. And my intention is to sell upside calls against it and perhaps collect as much as I paid for my 11.5s. In other words, I'd be in a 50-cent spread if I did the 11.5, 12 spread for 0, which would mean, of course, that I could make 50 cents on every one of those spreads that I put on, with the stock hardly making a move. So again, that's the sort of trade that I like to do. And so you can learn more about how we do that by joining us in our free webinar tomorrow. If you sign up at marketrebellion.com/register, you can join us for free. We will also send you a copy of the video of that presentation for free. You can do all of that at 4 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. That's the cutoff. You won't be able to join us after that. But if you sign up now, for instance, marketrebellion.com/register, then you can listen, watch, learn, decide that's pretty interesting, or decide, no, this isn't really for me. Whatever. Again, it costs you nothing to check it out. Free webinar tomorrow, February 14th, Valentine's Day, marketrebellion.com/register. All right, second trade is a casino name, MLCO, MLCO. This is Melco Resorts. It's Macau and so forth, Cotai. They bought 30,000 of the February calls and sold 30,000 of the higher strike calls. Now, that would be a bullish call spread. And how much did they pay for it? Well, because you can determine that by saying they paid, say, 35 cents, collected 15. That means they paid 20 cents for a 50-cent spread. Again, not exactly what I like to do, but not a horrible trade either. I have not sold the February 14s against what I have purchased, but we'll have to see how it plays out. That's a big number, and the earnings aren't until March, so this is not an earnings play. So keep an eye on this, more of a reopen play for China. And now that they're traveling again and going to places like Macau, you can see why they would put on a bullish trade. I'll point out that we have a number of casino stocks hitting today for unusual activity. This is just one that I traded and wanted to cite for you. If you'd like to learn how we do what we do, go to marketrebellion.com/get started. That's marketrebellion.com/get started to learn more about how we do, Pete and I do, what we do. You can do it. You just have to learn a little bit about spreading, time decay, volatility, and so forth. Don't have to be an expert on it. You just have to understand how those things impact price. Go to marketrebellion.com/get started. All right. So what's all that on the screen? Well, those are all various IWM put trades that we've seen hitting. And look at that, going back to the 2nd of February, not that long ago, when it was 197, that's the bottom of your page, they were buying 196 puts. Then when it fell to 194, a couple days later, they're buying the 192 puts. Those have now expired because they were February 10th. Then what did they do? Well, same day, the 6th of February, they bought 48,000 of the 184 puts. And then they bought 52,000 of the 186 puts. And then again, 52,000 of the 183 puts. So they have been feasting as this stock or ETF, exchange traded fund, has been dropping. So what are they doing today? Glad you asked. They bought 52,000 again, which, as you guys can see, that seems to be a popular number. Or this is the same trader doing multiple trades like this. I think it's the latter, the same trader doing multiple trades. So they bought 52,000 of the 183 puts today, sold 52,000 of the 181 puts. So that is a 2-point spread that they paid about 43 cents for. In other words, they can make not a double, not a triple, but almost a quadruple if they take a 40-cent trade and turn it into a $2 trade. That's the kind of trader I want to follow. And that's why I'm sharing it with you here on 3 at 3. That's going to do it for me today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you join us tomorrow for Rebel's Edge Live, 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, all 4 days. Rebel's Edge Live, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Bang. We'll see you tomorrow.